right? Always consult your script before you start making videos. It makes your life a hell lot easier. Okay? Let's get started. What's up guys, Lord Hazen here, back again with another video, and today this is my first impressions video of the Xbox Series X. First impressions, and here's something I've been going on and on about, is this gradient kind of pattern with the green indent color in the vents. It's made in such a way that it shifts, disappears, reappears according to the angle that you're looking at the console from. Now, a quick tour of the console shows you the power button, eject button, a USB port, the disk insert drive, and controller pairing button at the front of the console. You get rubber feet on the other face of the console for when you want to place it vertically. At the rear face is the air vents where you can peep the massive heatsink among other internals, and you get the console I/O here too. A HDMI port capable of outputting 4K 120fps and 8K HDR, a storage expansion slot, an Ethernet jack, a power input port, and 2 USB ports. Oh, and you also get a Kensington lock. Right off the bat, one thing I noticed after handling this, after unboxing it, setting it up yesterday, it's a fingerprint magnet. Yeah, something, I don't know if you can pick that up, but look at how dirty that console is. It's that dirty, so if you've got oily hands, you might wanna consider, look at that. Did you see that? Did you see? Oh my, that is so visually appealing. This might be the perfect place for us to talk about why I actually got the Xbox Series X console before getting the PS5. I've been on PlayStation since forever. Yeah, I have had those seasonal changes or shifts where I gamed on an Xbox or used an Xbox controller to game on my PC, but never have I ever really lived life as a gamer on an Xbox console. I wanted that raw feeling so I could live best of both worlds. Another reason that I wanted to start off with the Xbox Series X was the controller. This here is the new controller that came in the box with that, and I got this. It's an old controller of a friend, yeah, just so that I could play with my brother or something. The rubber grips on the joysticks are kind of worn out, and I'm keen to see if that is how this new controller is going to age. It's different, it's got a different design to the old one, yeah, and this is why I had to actually get an old controller so I could see where Xbox are coming from on the old gen controllers. I have to say this, I am loving the grip and the handling, the feel that the Xbox controller gives you. I have had hands-on with the new PS5 DualSense controller. It's borderline the same, but this feels a bit more comfortable in my books. I'm not a big fan of how Microsoft make the controllers with removable batteries. Why? What's the reason for that, honestly? Maybe it's gonna grow on me, maybe it's not going to, but yeah. And yeah, you get a Type-C charging port on the controller. So pretty inviting controller, that's the word I'd use. Oh, and yesterday as I was playing around, finding my way with the new Series X, I tested the haptic feedback on the Xbox controller, and it's pretty good, pretty solid, no rattling, doesn't feel like the controller is gonna break, doesn't feel cheap at all. And now you do get feedback, vibration, when you're using the trigger buttons. Yes, it's not to the level of adaptive triggers on the PS5 DualSense controller, but it's something, it's something worth talking about. Yeah, that's basically my first experience with the controller. I've been playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered on this, and so far it's going good. No complaints yet. Now, on to the next factor that made me go get this thing, and probably the main reason anyone ever goes out to get a gaming console, is ease of use. How easy is it going to be for me to switch from PlayStation, maybe not forever, to Xbox? How easy is it, and how manageable is it for me to buy a subscription, a gaming subscription? In this case is Xbox Game Pass. Now, I'm coming from PS Now. Yeah, I know the whole catalog, I know the availability, where it's available, how to get it, I know the pricing. Coming to this was a little bit shaky, for lack of a better word. Okay, number one, I had issues setting up a payment method for my Microsoft account. This is even after me having used my Microsoft account, me having made purchases off my Microsoft account for my computer. Yeah, that was really different. That was really weird. Yeah, but once it was up and running, I got the $1 first month Xbox Game Pass subscription, and so far so good. I'm liking it. But looking at the value aspect of it, with Xbox Game Pass, I'm thinking Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is a much better value for money than normal Xbox Game Pass, the normal monthly Xbox Game Pass subscription. I'm gonna dive deeper into that, so you wanna hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the full review of the Xbox Series X when that comes out. Now, the recurring theme here, in the reasons why I went out and got this, is how easy is the Xbox Series X going to be to live with. That was a huge factor. And here's something that came up after I already got the console, is the power cable. Look at that. The plug is different, definitely not meant for this region, and I am a lucky guy to have had a separate cable that could plug into the console and just plug into the mains easily. But I can't understand this because there's shortage and there's a lot of scalping, and consoles meant for Japan are ending up in South Africa, yada yada, all that. But this, if you end up with this cable, yeah, and you don't have an alternative, or you don't have the funds on you to go out and get a new power cable, you might be stranded with a monolith on by the side of your TV for a while before you can power your console up. But one thing I do like is that Microsoft and Sony, with the new gen consoles, do bundle HDMI ultra high-speed cable in the box that's capable of handling 4K 120fps and 8K HDR in the box. That's a nice addition. That's nice to have instead of you having to go out and spend extra getting such a cable. And that brings me swiftly to the last point on how easy this is going to be to live with. If you're getting a new gen console, you have to have a plan on how you're going to upgrade your TV. Okay, yes, I'm plugging this into a 4K HDR capable screen, but number one, it's not an 8K panel. Number two, it's not capable of outputting, or rather supporting 120 frames per second gaming. That's something, if you are going out to get such a console, you have to just make peace with. It's either you stick with your current TV or your monitor, or you have to now start planning for a new TV that can support the full power that the new gen consoles are able to output, for you to enjoy what they can really do. This is where you reach out and sponsor Lord Hazian. We've got to get that 8K HDR, 120 frames per second capable TV. Now, to sum this up, yeah, what are the things that I've kind of noted in my one night with the Xbox Series X. Number one, I noticed that this doesn't really smell like new tech. If I'm making sense, you know that new tech smell? This didn't have that for some reason. And two, I've noticed the interface, okay, basically the functioning behind the user interface is similar rather to the PlayStation's in terms of usage, navigating UIs, powering on and off. They're pretty much easy. So if you're gonna get one of these, if you're switching platforms, yeah, you're gonna feel at home basically as a gamer. And you being a gamer, you're pretty smart. I'm pretty sure this is gonna take you like 5 minutes max to learn your way around. I've not seen this on any gaming console before, certainly not PlayStation, but I've noticed that when you shut down the computer after heavy graphic gaming, you shut it down, but it keeps the fan on spinning for 2 to 3 minutes for it to just cool the console down. It's pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting cooling implementation, and I'm eager to see how that's gonna work out in the long run. Is it going to start affecting fan health? Am I going to start experiencing fan noise? Left to be seen, yeah? But those are my first impressions of the Xbox Series X. And fun fact, this one was made in May 2021. I just checked the back panel and it had it written there. Anyways, that's been it. Lord Hezen here, signing out. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the next videos. I've been away for so long. I'm back, I'm fired up, I'm gonna be making videos like crazy. You guys prepare for that. Hit that like button if you like this video, if you enjoyed it. Share this video with your friends, and massive thanks for watching. Peace out.